Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Louster History. If you love deep dives into the glittering and sometimes shadowy worlds of music icons, you are in the right place. Today we're taking a long look at the icon of icons, Michael Jackson, the one and only king of pop. We're going to talk money, his net worth, his lifestyle, his homes, his cars, his businesses and investments. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be factual, and, as always, we'll try to keep it real. So sit back, relax, and let's moonwalk through Michael Jackson's world. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, and passed away on June 25, 2009. He rose from childhood stardom in the Jackson 5 to become one of the most influential entertainers in history. He wasn't just a singer. He was a dancer, songwriter, producer, and performer who changed the face of music forever. Albums like Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous broke records and defined eras. His music, his moves, his image, all became global icons. And behind that fame was a man who lived larger than life. Let's start with his net worth, because that story is as dramatic as his career. At his peak, Michael was earning tens of millions of dollars per year. During his biggest years, he made between 50 and 100 million annually. But by the time of his death, things had changed drastically. According to court documents, Michael Jackson was over $500 million in debt when he died. That sounds shocking, right? But remember, he also had massive assets, music catalogs, properties, and business ventures. The problem was that his debts outweighed his assets. He had borrowed hundreds of millions using his music publishing rights as collateral. He spent around $50 million a year maintaining his lifestyle, huge homes, staff, travel, art, and endless expenses. On top of that, legal issues and lawsuits drained more cash. Yet, the story doesn't end there. After his death, his estate made one of the greatest financial comebacks ever. Through licensing, catalog deals, and brand management, Michael Jackson's estate is now worth around $2 billion. Yes, from $500 million in debt to a multi-billion-dollar empire. Now let's talk about his lifestyle, because no one lived like Michael Jackson. First, the houses. Before fame took him to Fantasyland, Michael lived with his family at their California compound called Havenhurst, complete with a movie theater, koi pond, and even an ice cream shop inside. But the real symbol of his extravagance was Neverland Ranch. He bought it in 1988 for around $17 million and turned it into a personal paradise. Neverland covered 2,700 acres, complete with amusement rides, a private zoo, and a train that circled the property. It wasn't just a home, it was a dream world. Inside the mansion were grand staircases, chandeliers, themed rooms, and endless memorabilia. He hosted charity events, children's parties, and friends from all over the world. But maintaining Neverland cost millions every year. Eventually, it became too expensive, and he lost ownership after defaulting on loans. Still, Neverland remains the ultimate symbol of his lavish imagination. He also owned properties in places like Bahrain and Las Vegas, all high-end, all expensive. Let's move on to cars. Michael wasn't a collector in the traditional sense, but he had some seriously unique rides. He owned a Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL, a customized Ford Ecoline van with TVs and game consoles, and even a converted fire truck for fun. He also had limousines for events, and a GMC Jimmy High Sierra Classic, because when you're Michael Jackson, even your car choices have to stand out. His vehicles were often customized to match his larger-than-life personality. Luxury interiors, gold trims, and entertainment systems decades ahead of their time. Now let's talk business, because Michael wasn't just a performer. He was a businessman. In 1985, he made one of the smartest moves in music history by buying the ATV music catalog for $47 million, which included songs by the Beatles. Later, he merged it with Sony to form Sony ATV, making him one of the most powerful music publishers in the world. He also owned his own publishing company, My Jack Music, which controlled his songwriting rights. He invested in real estate and launched the Heal the World Foundation, part charity, part brand extension after his death. Sony bought the estate's share of Sony, a TV for $750 million, proving just how valuable his music rights were. Today, the catalog remains one of the biggest revenue sources for the Michael Jackson estate. Of course, his lifestyle wasn't just about money, it was about creativity and fantasy. He filled Neverland with amusement park rides, exotic animals, and artwork. He loved art, jewelry, and antiques, spending millions on unique pieces. He once bought a life-size wax figure of himself. That's the level of eccentricity we're talking about. Michael's wardrobe was also iconic. The sequined gloves, military jackets, fedoras, and custom-made stage outfits worth thousands each. He was fashion, music, and performance all rolled into one. Let's step back and see the big picture. Michael Jackson had enormous assets, but even more enormous expenses. He was a creative genius who treated money like a tool to build his dreams. But sometimes those dreams got too big to sustain. Yet, his investments in intellectual property, like his music catalog, turned out to be pure gold. Even in death, those investments keep paying dividends. His estate now earns hundreds of millions a year from streaming, merchandising, and licensing. The lesson? Talent can make you rich, but ownership makes you powerful. Michael's story proves that even when money problems strike, smart ownership decisions can preserve a legacy forever. Let's look at a few key milestones. 1985 buys the ATV catalog, including the Beatles songs. 1988 purchases Neverland Ranch for nearly $19 million. 1990s peak of fame and massive tours bringing in hundreds of millions. 2005 financial strain deepens after legal battles. 2008 faces foreclosure on Neverland. 2009 passes away, more than $500 million in debt. 2025 his estate valued at around $2 billion. What a journey! So what can we learn from Michael Jackson's financial roller coaster? Number 1, no matter how much you earn, if you spend more than you make, it catches up with you. Number 2, assets that create income, like music rights, are more powerful than luxury items. Number 3, leverage can build empires, but it can also break them. Number 4, legacy value often outlasts lifetime wealth. Michael's life reminds us that creativity can build a fortune, but discipline keeps it. His genius gave the world music that will last forever. His business moves, good and bad, still shape how the music industry works today. To wrap it all up, Michael Jackson lived big, earned big, spent big, and dreamed bigger. He was a perfectionist who turned his imagination into reality, whether through music, dance, or the fantasy world of Neverland. He may have left this world in debt, but his legacy has made billions since. From the red leather jacket to the moonwalk, from the mansions to the music rights, Michael Jackson proved that art and business can collide in the most spectacular way. The king of pop might be gone, but his empire and his influence live on stronger than ever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Michael Jackson's incredible life, hit the like button, subscribe for more stories of legendary icons, and tell us in the comments, what surprised you most about the king of pop's lifestyle and wealth? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep dancing to the beat of your dreams.